welcome aboard to my channel. My name is Gloria and I'm in Norway. And in today's video I want to tell you interesting Christmas traditions that they do in Norway. But first, if you don't want to miss any of my videos, subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And now, let's start! Ho ho ho! So Christmas is a Christian tradition that many countries celebrate, and in the last years it's a consumist, materialist celebration where you get presents for family and friends and loved ones. I wanted to know more about the traditions that they are doing in Norway because they are so different from the ones in Spain. But let's start from the beginning. There was Christmas decoration and Christmas food in the supermarkets and in the streets since mid of November. Even like some places the end of October, which was like really too early. So that's too much for my opinion. So traditionally Christmas begins the 1st of December, and randomly this year the 1st of December was Sunday. So it was the first Sunday, and there is like 4 Sundays before Christmas, and that's called the Advent calendar. So the first Sunday of Advent, in this case the 1st of December, was the lighting of the tree in the city center. I went there and it was pretty nice, very traditional and cozy. Talking more about the Advent calendar, it's traditional that every kid gets an Advent calendar, and they're usually with candies or toys, and kids are really excited for that because every day they have to wait to open the package. They are so excited to see what's the present they're gonna get. And also there is like an Advent calendar on TV where they launch every day like an episode, so it's also a moment for kids to gather in TV and watch that episode every day. So during Christmas there are a lot of activities in the city for family, for kids, for adults, for everyone, and one of them is the ice rink where you can go skating. In Stavanger is located in the oil museum. Another traditional thing you can go to visit during Christmas is a small Christmas market. They place in different parts of the city, like in the old town, also in the city center, in the square. There are like little stalls where they sell Christmas stuff like food, decoration, socks, and all of these little things handmade, which is really cute. Another thing I saw they do in Norway is the Pepperkakeby, which is that they build a city with gingerbread cookies. So they made the little houses and they even put a train that goes around so you can visit all of it. I am really excited to see that because in Spain we have this tradition of putting the Belém portal, which is to recreate where Jesus was born, and we also put like houses and little peasants and people just to make decoration. So I think here it's also an original way to do it. As I mentioned before, there's like a lot of lights in the city and it's really nice to walk around to see them, especially in Fargegata, which is this colorful street in the city center, and there's like lights and it almost feels like it starts over your head, so it's really beautiful. One activity I was surprised they were doing here, it's outside cinema and it's called Utekino. And they did it last weekend, and I saw some photos and I was really surprised because families gathered there with blankets, even the sleeping bag, hot chocolate, and they just watch a movie, which I think is really cute, taking into consideration that might be really cold in the night, but it's just a fun tradition. So it's just fun activities that you can do on a weekend with the family or with friends. So if you work in Norway, you will probably have Julebord, which is the Christmas dinner with your company, and usually the company pays for it, so they book a restaurant and they have a dinner maybe some like decorations and game and like a party afterwards. So it's a good way to celebrate the end of the year, the good results, and prepare for the next year. So especially during this Christmas dinner, people wear funny costumes and interesting clothes related with Christmas. As you can see, this headband, or I've seen super original clothes like a Christmas suit or sweaters, just colorful glitter and funny clothes. So during these days there's Christmas carols almost everywhere, in the shops, in the supermarket. Even I went swimming the other day and there was Christmas carol in the swimming pool, which I thought it was maybe too much because I don't go to the swimming pool to hear music, and especially not that music. But anyway, I think it's nice just to hear that. After a while you just get like tired. It's funny, I was just swimming and dancing in the water. So one thing usually kids do in school is Christmas decoration, also called as Julebord. They usually use recycled materials and they make decoration to bring home to put it in the tree. Last year I celebrated Christmas with a Norwegian family, and you can check that video where I show how they celebrated and what did we do. So also in that video I talk about the food we had for Christmas. So the 23rd we have risengrynsgrøt. So the 23rd we have risengrynsgrøt. It's a rice porridge that they usually do like a big portion, like in a really big pot. We had it with cinnamon and sugar as like a dessert. And the 24th you have that again, but with whipped cream and with a marmalade, so it's really sweet and it feels really nice. So usually on Christmas Eve, the 24th, dinner is based on meat. The traditional dish was sheep, but people don't eat that anymore, so it's more typical the lamb, which is pinnekjøtt. And also people eat ribbe, which is this like full plate with meat, mashed potatoes and cabbage, like really filling. Another difference of Christmas traditions in Norway than in Spain is that Santa Claus comes the 24th in the night. After dinner the presents are there and the family opens it, and some families, the father or uncle dress up like Santa Claus, arrives to the house and give the present to the children, which are so surprised and excited for that they don't really recognize the person, so it's really fun for them. While in Spain we have to wait for the 25 in the morning to open the present. And the last thing about Christmas here is like people gather around and watch traditional movies they've seen like so many times, almost every year. And those movies are Cinderella, and there's also these Disney movies or like Home Alone. So it's really nice to gather around, sit all together and watch those old films. So these are all the traditions I found out they are doing in Norway during Christmas, and some of them are really surprising. But mainly I just wanted to tell that Norway is a really traditional country, especially in Christmas. People stay at home, they celebrate it with the family, with friends, and that's really nice to have this cozy time at home and do the traditional things that they were doing since they were kids. So I wanted to know, how do you live it in your countries? Leave it in the comments. How do you celebrate it? And this year I'm gonna stay in Norway for Christmas, so let's see how that goes. And I wish you all a very happy holidays. Just remember, the importance of this time is to spend it with people you love, have a nice time, and not so much about buying stuff. So I hope you liked the video and see you next week. Ciao!